Okay.
They got people strung out on opium.
That's right. That's right.
I'm talking about those who are passing legislation.
Oh boy.
So that folk can still have these drugs.
That's right.
Because they making money.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. And they sitting back and they okay with it. Because the government said they okay. The government passed some laws for them.
That's the dope man.
I ain't talking about these little fellas. They ain't got no money.
No.
They can't even buy a house. They can't even buy a brand new car. That's why they buy them hoopties and fix them up.
Yeah,
they can't go to the bank and get no loans. They can't. But these fellas can go to the bank and get whatever they want.
Laboratory.
Wherever they want to live, they can live. If they want to buy an island, they can buy an island. They got influence over the government.
Wow.
So they don't think they need nobody.
Right.
But this is what God said.
Issue 2.
He said, I counsel you to buy from me gold that has been heated, red hot,
yes, sir,
and refined by fire, so that you may become truly rich.
All right now.
And white clothes representing righteousness, to clothe yourself, so that the shame of your nakedness will not be seen. And healing salve to put on your eyes, so that you may see.
Come on.
The Lord said, see, y'all think this natural stuff is what got you.
Right.
He said, I'm trying to get you to where your eyes are really open. You only seeing natural stuff right now. See, you can't see beyond the speaker. You can't see beyond the speaker. You can't see beyond your car. You can't see beyond your house. You can't see what's really going on in the government. You can't see what's really going on in the city. You can't see what's really going on with the children and why they're having suicidal thoughts. You can't see that. Money can't get you to see that. Doctors can't figure that out. Doctors don't have to know how to figure that out. But I can give you some eyesight that allow you to discern and see why these children are going through what they're going through. I can allow you to see what's going on in your neighborhood and why it's going on. I can allow you to peel back.
See, come on.
I can allow you to walk down the street with your holy blue jeans on and your t-shirt on, dressed the way you like to dress, and people will see righteousness.
Come on now. Wow.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people being able to see righteousness with what you got on.
Come on now. Thank you, Lord.
I want you to have real riches.
Yes.
Riches that can't fade away on you. I want you to have me. When you got me, you truly do have everything.
Yes.
When you got the all-sufficient one, you lack nothing.
That's right.
Don't look at it in the natural, though.
Okay.
You can't look at it in the natural, because you might look at your checking account. You might look at where you're at and say, I don't have enough. But you really do have enough. You got more than enough, because you got him.
Come on.
He's the one. The creator is the one. He's got the real silver and gold. He's the only one that I know that can tell somebody to go down to the lake, grab a fish, and take the money out of his mouth. He's the only one that I know that can do that. He's the only one that I know that can take bitter water and turn it into sweet water.
Wow.
He's the only one that I know that can cause vegetation to grow out the ground. He's the only one that I know that can cause it to rain when there's a drought. I'm talking about all sufficient.
Yes.
They fighting forest fires in California day and night.
Yep.
I serve a God that if he wanted to, he just... We're done with that. We're done with that.
You're right.
When the hurricanes hit, I serve the God that if he wanted to, he just step up and say, just stop it. Just stop it. And the winds will say, yes, sir.
That's right.
Wow.
Head on back out to sea.
That's right. That's right.
See, money can't do nothing with that.
Right.
Money can't stop no fire. Definitely can't stop no hurricane. Can't stop the flooding.
No.
Build all the barriers you want to build.
That's right.
It can't do nothing. But money has gotten so prevalent, and people think that they have arrived and think that something good is happening. I think Quan was telling me about this, that we got people, rappers, who are taking bath in money like it's something.
Yeah. That's right.
We got a cat walking around toting $1 million in a book bag to make himself something.
Yeah. Sound like that boxer.
Huh? What's going on? What's going on with this? We got people who don't mind going to a perverted place and just throwing money out.
That's right.
Make it rain.
That's right.
Because the devil
That's right.
has seduced them first and deceived the women in there.
Come on, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
The women in there have been deceived because they trying to get money and they making 6 figures because folk coming in making it rain.
Come on, come on now. Come on. Yeah.
They can't really make it rain.
No.
They really can't.
No.
They just use the phraseology that they making it rain. That's foolishness.
Yes. Yes.
That's foolishness.
They ain't the weatherman.
People are putting gold in their mouth so that people will recognize who they are.
Yeah.
So somehow it will elevate them. That's no different than the man that keeps going to college to get a doctorate degree so somebody will recognize him as a doctor so that he'll be elevated.
Come on now.
It don't matter whether you got gold teeth in your mouth to try to be elevated or whether you got money or a degree trying to be elevated. You trying to be elevated.
Yes. That's right.
And our kids are being deceived. I think I didn't divert it a little bit. Our kids are being deceived by the deceiver because our eyes, we must be lukewarm. Because we ain't seeing what's really going on.
Come on now. Come on now.
We think what's going on is all right. And if we don't think it's all right, we ain't saying nothing. We are not educating our kids to say the gold that they're putting in their mouth, they just trying to be somebody.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on now.
That's right.
The filth, I'm going to just say it. The filth that they're spewing out of their mouth is not edifying nobody.
That's right.
It's tearing down.
That's what it's doing. It's tearing down.
They don't realize that what's coming out of their mouth is releasing a violent spirit.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Of
Come on
death.
now.
How can you degrade a woman and think that there's something good about that?
Come on.
That's right. That's right.
How can you? It ain't. God's word said it ain't.
That's right.
But that's deception.
Yeah.
And that's somebody that's just trying to arrive. That's somebody trying to get their peace. That's somebody trying to get their money. That's somebody just trying to get that car. That's somebody just trying to get that house.
Yeah.
But God said, why don't you get the riches that I got?
Yes,
Why
yes.
don't you let me clothe you?
Yeah.
Why don't you let me make you somebody?
Come on, come on.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why don't you be somebody in Jesus? Huh? Ain't that good enough?
Yes.
Huh? Ain't it good enough just to be somebody in Jesus?
Thank you.
Lord have mercy. They don't even know that the silver and the mouthpiece they put in is destroying the real teeth God gave them.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
Oh, hallelujah. You're talking in here today.
Come on now.
Thank you, God.
So, the Lord is saying, I want to open your eyes. I want you to grab hold to the gold that I'm talking about.
Yes, yes.
See, refine with fire. God said, I really just want you to walk in faith.
Yeah.
I want you to have a faith that is greater than gold.
Yes.
And I'm talking First Peter.
Come on, come on.
I want you to have a faith that is greater than gold.
Oh, yeah.
A faith that does not fade away.
That's right.
A faith that does not tarnish.
That's right.
I want you to have a faith in me that's so tough and so strong that you know that in any situation, I am there.
That's right. Yes, it is.
Come on now.
You'll know in any situation, I can take care of it.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Ain't based off of what you got in your pocket.
Yeah.
Ain't based off of the letters behind your name.
Come on,
Ain't based off of how somebody think about you.
Yeah.
See, folk try to take us down too, Brother Brown.
Right, come on.
Because they be thinking all kind of crazy stuff about us.
Yeah.
You know, we be doing everything God tells us to do. I'm talking Brother Brown right now. We be talking everything that God be telling us to do.
Right,
and they just be running us down.
Come on.
They ain't got nothing good to say about us.
Yeah.
They just think we ought to do a little bit more because they got some standard for us we ought to be living by.
Right.
And they don't realize that all we doing is living by the standard that God has placed in us.
There you go. That's right.
I guess it was his turn. I just... 20 says,
Oh, yeah.
behold, I stand at the door of the church,
Yeah.
and I continually knock. Not just one time, but I continually knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with him, restore him, and he with me. Man, I was reading that this morning, and I got lit up.
Wow. Come on.
You know, I used to read that and say he's standing at the door and knocks. So I'm thinking he's standing at the door right here and committed.
Okay.
Knocking on the door just to come in. No. That ain't what he was saying. He says, I stand at this door and knock. Each one of us is a church, and he's knocking at the door.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
And he's going to continue to knock.
Yes.
And he's not a thief.
Oh, no.
Now, he's not a burglar. He ain't breaking in.
No.
Right.
You got to go to the door, open the door,
Come on.
and invite him in.
That's right.
Don't open the door and just walk away. Make sure you open the door and invite him in.
Yes.
See, you invite him in, he said, because I will come and I will eat with you.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
What's up with
Huh? We trying to hang out with all the big shots. We trying to rub elbows with all the people with the names and the letters behind them. We trying to hang out with folk who got money because we think somehow hanging out with the folk that got money and folk that already been in the position we trying to get to, that somehow they gonna help us get there. You know, we got to what do they call that? We got to network. Thank you, sister. We got to network. Let me get with some folk that being where I'm trying to go so I can get there, because we gonna rub elbows. They gonna help me get to where I want to be. But I got news for you. I'm going to open the door and I'm going to invite him in, and he's going to sit down and sup with me. I'm going to rub elbows with the creator of the universe. I'm going to rub elbows with the all-sufficient one. I'm going to rub elbows with the sovereign one.
That's right. Thank you, God.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hallelujah. And when I get to rubbing elbows with him and hanging out with him and eating with him, I don't know if I want to talk to y'all no more.
Right.
It is some kind of, my mother would say that would just be yum good. Just to be right there in the presence of God, just hobnobbing and having a good time. And when it's time for us to go through our thing, I know that everything that I need to be, everything that I need to have to go to the next level, he has provided it for me. And I didn't have to network with the best nurses in town. I didn't have to network with the top rappers in town. I didn't have to network with the best engineers in town. I didn't have to network with the big corporation in town. I networked with God Almighty. Oh, hallelujah. Woo-wee.
Come on now.
I'm almost done. There's a spiritual application to this. That one was physical and spiritual. Here's one that applies as well, because that was a physical riches that folks was trying to get and that they had acquired. This one is more spiritual. And Paul had to talk to the Corinthian church about this, because they had come to a place where they thought they had arrived spiritually. They thought they had the spiritual knowledge.
Okay.
They thought they was there. And Paul had to just bring them on back down.
Yes.
In 1 Corinthians 4:8, he says, you have as if you are already filled with spiritual wisdom and in need of nothing more. What's that sound like? Sound like who we just talked about?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Sometimes we can get think we so there spiritually, and like we don't need nothing else, brother. You can't tell me nothing.
Right.
I'm the pastor. How you gonna tell me something? Well, I don't know why I'm picking on Brother Brown. How you gonna tell me something?
Right. Okay.
I'm the pastor. You gonna try to tell me something spiritual?
Right.
I might be sounding like these fellas here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I done got to the place where I don't need nothing from you, Mother White. I don't know why you telling me that that the men could have just picked up the plastic and poured the water over into the thing instead of walking all the way down the hall. If I thought that I had already arrived and was so spiritually more superior than her, I would have looked at her and rolled my eyes and put my nose down and said, all right.
See, come on now.
But I ain't there. I'm just trying to tell you, I have not gotten to the place where I'm so spiritually full and got so much spiritual wisdom that I can't hear and receive.
Okay.
God speaks to whoever he wants to speak through.
Yes, he does.
Sometimes we can only receive from certain people. I just keep looking at you. Sometimes I can just receive from certain people.
All right.
And if I can't receive from everybody, I'm going to be in trouble.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Huh? Let them babies start talking to me. And they're going to be just like this.
See, come on now. You got that right.
What they trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Apostle Paul said, and these folk was in a spiritual place that they thought that they were rich spiritually and that they were in need of nothing more. He says, already you have become rich in spiritual gifts. Oh my God. You in your conceit have ascended your thrones and become kings without us. The ones who birthed you.
Yes.
The ones who went through the pain to get Jesus to you. You know how folk get those. You know, I went through the labor pains to birth you, is what Apostle Paul did with the Church of Corinth. Y'all was heathens when I came to y'all. And now all of a sudden, y'all gotten better than me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Y'all have ascended above the teacher.
Yeah. Come on.
Y'all so bad, y'all kings now.
Wow.
My mind.
You know how folk get though, don't they? Get a little bit of insight from God, and all of a sudden they know it all and can't nobody tell them nothing.
Come on now.
I'm just trying to add to what you got, brother. I ain't trying to take nothing away.
Right.
But you can't even receive what I'm trying to add. You forgot the scripture that said God ain't gave it all to nobody. He didn't gave everybody a piece of something.
Yeah.
We got to come together to get a bigger picture.
Yes, he did.
But this church was having some difficulties. They had become kings without the apostles.
Yes.
And who I wish, and how I wish that it were true. And that you did reign as kings. So that we might reign with you. See, he ain't mad. He ain't mad if you get there. I want to get there with you.
Right.
Yes.
If you got to that spiritual place, I want to go too.
Right.
The problem is you ain't there. The problem is you ain't there. You just conceited, that's all. God gave you a little gift, and now you got all jacked up with it. You know how folk do. I'm a prophetess. I'm a prophet. And I walk around and strut. I'm a prophet. When they walk in the house and their testimony, the first things out their mouth is, I'm prophetess so-and-so, I'm prophet so-and-so. Don't nobody care. Really, don't nobody care. If you got a word from the Lord, just stand up and give it. You ain't got to announce yourself.
That's true.
That's right.
Or deacon, yeah.
That's right.
I'm a deacon from such and such a church. Somebody asked me, Joyce asked me this past week, she said, when people ask you who you are, how do you introduce yourself? I said, Reggie. Hi, I'm Reggie Edwards. And she said, really? I said, yeah. I don't introduce myself as pastor nowhere. Even to other pastors, I know I'm Reggie.
Right.
I was with some pastor down here on Napoleon, and he introduced himself, and I ain't mad because how he introduced himself. I was at his church, and he introduced him, and he said, in your name? I said, I'm Reggie Edwards. 20 minutes go by, and the fellows with me said, hold up. He a pastor too. And he looked. It was like, it ain't important for me to say that.
That's right. That's right.
My credential, what's that letter on my name don't mean nothing.
That's right. I don't.
You need to know I'm a pastor by the way I walk.
Come on.
Huh? You need to know that I'm a child of God by the way I walk. If I got to tell you who I am, I might want to check myself. If I got to keep telling people, it was like somebody told me one time, if a man is having difficulties in his home and he got to keep telling his wife, I'm the man of the house, you ain't the man of the house. You're trying to convince somebody you the man.
I'm the man.
That's right. That's right.
Huh? That's like a teacher in the classroom constantly telling the class, I'm your teacher. They should know that, right? I shouldn't have to tell them that, right? That means I'm not functioning as a teacher, but I'm your teacher. I have no control over you. You ought to be in line because I'm your teacher. Don't nobody care nothing about that.
Right.
You the man.
For I think, verse 9, for I think God has exhibited us apostles at the end of the line like men sentenced to death and parade as prisoners in a procession because we have become a spectacle to the world, a show in the world's amphitheater, both to angels and to men. That piece right there we could talk about for a whole long time, but I ain't even gonna go there. Check this out. How people see you and how people see us and how God sees us is going to be drastically different.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Drastically different.
Oh yeah.
God has you in a parade as though you're a prisoner.
Yes, sir.
These folks seen Apostle Paul, who had been shipwrecked, homeless, no money in his pocket, doing tents by night, preaching the gospel by day, having folk feed him, ain't got no money.
Come on.
And they saying, you obviously don't have the God we have because we ain't like you.
See?
We ain't homeless.
Wow.
We got food on the table. Huh? We ain't been beaten because God's protecting us. Watch out.
See?
We ain't been shipwrecked because we doing what God wants us to do. Watch out.
Wow.
Ain't nobody coming against us because we doing what God wants us to do. And God's protecting us. Wrong. You ain't doing nothing God wants you to do. And that's why ain't nobody coming against you. That's why you got what you want. That's why people like you.
Wow.
See, kids normally don't like a teacher who is being the teacher.
Right. That's right.
And can I just say this? Lots of times, the children don't like the father that's just being a father. Or the mother that's just being a mother. They just don't.
That's right.
It's tough.
That's right.
It is.
It's just tough. That's the way it is. But it is who we are.
That's right. That's right.
So what makes us think that we're going to walk out into the world and I'm going to walk as a child of God? I ain't told nobody. I ain't walked up to nobody and said, brother, you know I'm a Christian. I ain't done that. No, I ain't done that. I ain't announcing to nobody I'm a Christian.
Okay.
But I'm walking upright. Huh? I'm talking upright. Huh? And they can see a distinct difference in me. And I'm just walking before them. And then there's stuff that they say, and I just say, well, I don't agree with that. I don't say I'm a Christian. I just say I don't agree with that. I say, why not? Because those are not my standards. That's not how I live. Well, brother, it's all right to live like that. Well, not for me. See, they're going to keep asking me enough questions, and sooner or later, I'm going to have to say I'm a child of the king.
Yeah. Come on.
But for a while, I can just say
That's right.
that that's not how I live.
Right.
But they keep